He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford forced out to his left. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no 1st-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that 1st-round pick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Flushed out right. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Quick slant here to Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
To the air again, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two.
What's up, my cuz? What's up? Playing on my PS5, bro.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because he started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Oh, he fakes a spike. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good.
You got a PS5. Yeah, I did.
Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up in will take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. 2 things you can do in that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
I gave it to my brother.
Return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra
Hold on, I will. Let me,
that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Wolford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your
vision
vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wolford. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On play action, now Wolford. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Wolford to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Wolford flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Calais. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the...
What do you want, Andrew? I know.
On third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try again. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time, we'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard
Call me
closer,
baby.
that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20.
Oh my God, who's fucking calling me?
Justin Jackson, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be.
Why does it say Hall right there, you man?
This all the way to the end zone.
And there was so much that was impressive.
What did I say?
Play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield.
What did I say?
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I said the Rams is gonna pull it off.
Make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage.
What, baby?
In the end, that became a tremendous run.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Yeah, baby.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Hey, you're picking
the
me
Rams
up, right?
offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, here's Wolford. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Wolford, they're going for it on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. The Rams on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Here's Wolford rolling to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. So fourth down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for it.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Troy Reeder. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, baby.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Johnson's got it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. Touchdown. Joe Reed from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now Jones. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost.
All right, get that forward to triangle.
Mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Wolford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come on, tackle.
Another try after the first down sack. Wolford eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 39, Daniel. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Daniel on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that's down 4th down after the incompletion. It'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Daniel throwing again. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Daniel. Out to the left here to Reed.
Oh my
Touchdown,
God.
Chargers. Joe Reed ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Rams 19.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Yo, they're gonna hurt my fucking players. I won't be able to use them if they fucking keep clocking them like that.
He wants to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Wolford. That would complete to Skoranek. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wolford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time I'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Calais. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raymond Calais, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense and get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run with Calais, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Wolford now to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run. Calais. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Wolford now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Calais. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
They'll go for it. Here's Wolford.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Fuck.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And some space here.
Oh my God.
Down the right side.
Back with another touchdown.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Fucking stupid, bro. Like, I can't throw no ball.
Yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the
So
lead is
fucking
up to 15
stupid,
now.
man.
Following the touchdown, Badgley
I hate when a
out there to
fucking
kick it
controller gets
away.
tight.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Fucking stupid, man.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence.
And the Chargers
Oh my God. Why is... In my way. In my way, dude. You're literally in my way.
Sack here tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Fucking stupid,
There
man.
on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Evan Jr. with the fucking injured dude?
Timeout, an injured player. Definitely the
I have like
last thing you
fucking
want to
5
see here in a
injured players. This
preseason
is some
game.
fucking
We'll be
bullshit.
right back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Wolford.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Raymond Calais ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Johnson will return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and he bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Out of the gun, here's Wolford.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Raymond Calais, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And a little element there of chasing points because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
The Chargers ready to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Rams ready to go on offense.
And they clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyler Fackrell, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Buying time to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Wolford's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and 7, Daniel. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 2nd down and 8. Daniel going to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Come on.
When you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Daniel on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down. And the Rams got it. They'll bring him down. Terrell Lewis drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Steps away to his left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Wolford. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
The play fake, and now Wolford.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Tristan Jackson there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a one-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Daniel.
Blitz, good down.
Going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Boy, 196 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. On third down, this is Jackson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll try the air now with Daniel. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 37 yards. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wolford. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'd give it a shot.
Touchdown! That's caught. Ben Skoranek, 43 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So out come the Chargers. And the script really is...
I just came back in the fourth quarter, second half. I don't know how I did it though, but I did. I don't know how I did. I made 57 points.
Flipped for them, the momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive, and the Rams got it. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And they'll run again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better.
Not worse to get him injured.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this time he is in. Yes. Raymond Calais. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now the Rams again going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now Chase Daniel in the offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Terrell Lewis in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. On first down, it's Daniel. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now.
I came back in the second half, literally.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
First half, I did pretty good.
Defense for Los Angeles.
I mean, I did put up some points.
To set up shop. They haven't had their A game, but I guess because of their offense, they haven't really needed their A game, Charles.
No, they have not. They've done what they've had to do today, which is protect a pretty big lead. But it hasn't been the best day in terms of stuffing people and really shutting down an offense. Maybe one last possession, they can actually get that accomplished.
It's been fun for you and I to watch this shootout, though.
It's almost like someone fired a starter's pistol, and they've been going ever since.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Daniel. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Daniel. Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. To the air again.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel good.
Damn, I won that preseason. I came back and beat them. Second half, bro.